Next is the Road to Challenge special event. This event is different from the limited time matches. You only need to play through it once because it's a bit more difficult. Especially the Ultimate Difficulty's 20th level, with a power of 650k, is relatively challenging and might require manual operation. The rewards are very generous, with a lot of resources for first-time clearance, which is very helpful for early-stage players. Generally, the last level of each event will have extra rewards, such as player evolution crystals or S-level traits, which are worth obtaining. One last point, while some events only require you to win the match, there may also be additional rules. For example, you may need to use a specific number of skill moves to win the match. These details need attention. If you don't use these skills in automatic mode, you may win the match but fail to meet the specific requirements, so be especially careful under special rules. Now let's look at the special event leagues. This league is actually different from other PvE matches. It's more like an automatically conducted PvP match. You will compete with other players, but you don't need to operate yourself. The game will control automatically. The characteristic of this league is that you cannot choose manual mode, only automatic. About formations, don't worry, here you will use formations 101 to 104, which will not be confused with the formations you set in other matches. In this event, you can see all the levels, from C to B, A, S. The highest is S+ level, which is marked in red. Each league has its own rules. For example, here you can see, there might be extra bonuses for some league players, or there might be a bonus for certain attributes, like here the speed performance gets a 150% bonus. Even star level restrictions, for example, only 1-star or 2-star cards are allowed. This is the only use of 1-star and 2-star players. If you have several players of a certain type, you can prioritize participating in that league. The automatic registration function is very convenient. It will help you register automatically, form a team, and participate in the match automatically. You don't need to worry about anything. This is a recent change in the game, making everything more convenient. If you want to control the registration and team formation process yourself, you can also manually set up. In the league, rewards are given in the form of league medals. You can use these medals to exchange for various items. Although I personally think the lottery tickets are not very useful because the probability of winning is too low, you can use medals to exchange for tactical points or other practical items. If you like collecting jerseys, you can also choose to exchange with medals. When we talk about traits, purchasing traits is a major use of league medals. For example, the S-level Rock Paper Scissors Master trait is very valuable. If you guess right in Rock Paper Scissors, you can get a 10% attribute bonus, which is a very strong trait, worth buying as much as possible. Other traits are not that important. You don't need to worry too much. In addition, the high or low baller is also a valuable trait, especially for high ball players, because the game mechanic ensures that self-pass in the penalty area must be low and cannot use high. There's also the A-level League Master. If you have low-star players in the league, equipping them with these traits focusing on big star limited leagues is also a good choice. As for friendly matches, I don't have much experience, as not many players are currently participating. Friendly matches allow you to customize rules, and other players can join your match through the entry ID. This is a free PvP mode between players, where you can play with your friends or allies. But we won't talk too much about it here. Next is the rank match, which I think is the core part of the game. Although the difficulty of PvE always has a limit, PvP has no limit because you are facing real players. Rank matches offer very generous rewards. You get rewards every day you participate in matches, win or lose. You also get rewards for reaching a certain level, as well as ranking rewards. If you accumulate RP points in the match, you can also get additional rewards, which can be exchanged for corresponding items in the store. Ranking rewards also include rainbow crystals, which are very valuable items that can be used for player evolution. In the game store, you can exchange for rainbow crystals and various skill moves and trait upgrade tools, which are very useful for enhancing player strength. Rank matches take place once a month and each has its own set of rules. Usually, new cards receive a bonus, encouraging players to draw new players and participate in PvP matches. Finally, regarding RP, you can recover 3 points every day. If you use these RP points to participate in matches, you can get an additional 100 experience points. You should participate in at least 3 matches every day to ensure you receive these extra experience points. Even if you don't want to truly participate in a match, you can start a match and then turn off your phone, and the experience will still be recorded. After discussing PvP, we turn to the alliance system. I highly recommend that you join an active alliance. This way, you can receive rewards provided by the alliance every day. These rewards can be exchanged for various useful items in the store. We'll discuss these items later. In the reward page, you can see various items you can exchange, including evolution crystals for regular players and some S-level coaches. Early stage players must try their best to obtain these coaches, as they are crucial for enhancing the team's strength. Additionally, you can also get coaches from the penultimate level of the world match. Here, you can use medals to exchange for rookie players and enhance them, which is very important in the early stages of the game. But as the game progresses, the importance of these items will decrease. In the Alliance Medal Store, there are several S-level team skills that are essential for early-stage players to acquire. These include team skills that enhance the whole team's abilities. Even though the percentage increase is not high, they are indispensable. There are also rewards that enhance the abilities of players with different attributes, such as power, speed, and technical players, which are all must-buys. If you plan to leave an alliance, remember there is a 24-hour cooldown, so don't join an alliance and then immediately leave. It's still unclear whether the FCT alliance system has a study abroad setting similar to Captain Tsubasa, which is a game mode that rapidly acquires alliance task rewards by repeatedly joining new alliances, which remains to be seen. In the game settings, you can see all the items you own. Especially in the skill upgrade and trait upgrade sections, you can see all the items and skills you have. There's also a friend system where you can add others as friends, and they can add you. Through the friend system, if you can't pass certain levels, you can rent players. Rented players can help you pass levels easily because players usually put their strongest players on the rental list. If you want to set rental players, you can do it here. Advancing to the later stages of the game, the friend system seems not very useful, but it's unclear whether more features will be added in the future. In the settings, there are some important features to mention, such as graphic settings, which you can adjust according to your phone's performance. There's an option to auto-skip, which you can choose to skip match scenes when you're in double-speed auto mode. This option can save a lot of your time. It's off by default, so you need to turn it on manually. As for the game music, if you don't like it, you can turn it off. If you want to be notified after your stamina is full, you should turn on the notification setting. The vibration function is on by default. The phone will vibrate every time you score a goal. If you don't like it, you can choose to turn it off. Next is the clubhouse system, where 1-star or 2-star players you obtain automatically enter the clubhouse. This is a convenient way to manage players. We will discuss the specific functions later. There's also a tips section, which contains basic knowledge of the game. If you're a new player, there's a lot of useful information here to help you get started quickly. Then there's the shop section, with many different options. First is the option to directly buy tactic points for card drawing, which is usually a good deal for the first purchase. If you choose to buy long-term, you can get a daily draw at half price, which is a good method to accumulate resources. The monthly card is another option, where you can get a certain number of monthly card tickets to exchange for various items. Crystals are very valuable. S-level skill and trait upgrade tools can all help you strengthen your team. Rookie medals can help you enhance players in the early stages of the game, making your team stronger. The task system is also worth paying attention to, where you can see daily tasks and the rewards you've already obtained. Getting into the habit of completing tasks daily can provide you with continuous resource growth. The game recently added a feature to claim rewards with one click, making daily tasks even easier to complete. Now, let's take a look at the game's pass system. Every month, The game introduces a new pass, and by completing daily tasks, players can unlock up to 50 levels of rewards. If you haven't purchased a pass, you can only obtain the top rewards, but if you have purchased one, you can unlock and receive richer rewards. There are 2 levels of passes available for purchase, normal and premium. The premium pass will get you some extra rewards, but personally, I don't think it's of much practical use, such as AP can help you recover stamina faster. Buying the Premier Pass usually gives you more extra rewards, such as S-level skills and crystals. If you particularly like a player in the game, or you want to build a specific team, then buying the Premier Pass will be the only way to get them. Speaking of pay to win, it's an unavoidable part of the game. Paying can help you get extra tactic points. The monthly card usually has a high cost-effectiveness ratio. If you plan to play this game long-term, buying the monthly card is the recommended choice. Every day, the monthly card will bring you extra reward points and resources. As for the packs in the game, they usually contain rewards with a guaranteed 3 stars or other resources. These resources will be automatically claimed when you log into the game each day. The recruitment system is another important part of the game, which we have already discussed in previous introduction videos. I do not recommend the regular card pool because the icon pool has a higher probability and offers a guaranteed option. You can draw all regular cards through this pool. As for the Premier Pool, we have also discussed it in detail. Player management is a fundamental element of the game. Coaches, like players, are best raised to level 60 if possible. The player enhancement interface is quite intuitive. You can switch to other sections from the same interface. The clubhouse serves to manage your player library. You can put 1-star and 2-star players you don't use often into reserve for easier operation. But if you plan to participate in low-star matches, make sure to retain a team of 1-star or 2-star players and enhance them. The auto team feature can help you select a team based on a fixed formation, but personally, I think manually lining up is a better choice as you get to know your players better. As for other tips in the game, you should try to raise your level as soon as possible so you can increase your AP cap. For example, I'm currently level 69, with an AP cap of 185 points, and it takes about 8 hours to fully recover AP. Usually, if you use up your AP before going to bed, it will be full when you wake up in the morning. If your AP cap is lower, it might recover in about 5 hours, so you'll lose some of the stamina that the system would have recovered. Make sure to turn on notifications so you can be reminded when your stamina is full. In summary, these are some aspects of the game that I think you should be aware of. I hope this information is helpful and makes your gaming experience more enjoyable. If I have more ideas or information in the future, I will share them with you in new videos. Thank you all for watching.